Hey guys, how are we? In this one I'm going to be basically removing the rear fog light, surround to replace it with the carbon fiber one. It's a learning curve for me too. I haven't watched anything on this, so I'm just seeing what we're going to have to do. So by the looks of it, I'm going to take off. I am going to remove this inner guard because that allows me to have more access to the rear section back here. And I think maybe, just maybe, let me show you what we're dealing with. So this is the replacement. So as you can see, there's bolt holes all around, and what I'm actually having trouble with, the top one on the car, because I can see all the rest, but this one here is actually stuck behind the rear bar and the Rio, and you can't see anything at all. So I'm going to start pulling this apart, so bear with me and I'll get a bit of a outlay as to which way is going to be better to do this, and then I'll show you. Other than that, there's obviously just screws holding in this guard, so you just want to remove any visible screws you can see, and that will take out that rear section. It's not part of the first section, so I'm going to take this out first and then we'll get on to the next part, so bear with me guys. Okay, so that one bolt, yeah, I got to that one bolt. Yeah, definitely got it off. So it was heaps easy, just like I thought it would be. You just kind of take those little bits and pieces off and it's completely off. That I'm lying. You want to see what you have to take off? Just like the front. You ready? So we've got rear lights out, just to take the rear bar off. So if you're wanting to do this, which I can't imagine why you'd want to do this, the light assembly has to come off first. So you've got 3 bolts here. You have to get to these behind. So as you can see, the 3 bolts behind, you're going to have to use a ratchet at the top because there's a plug involved. You'll see that. And literally there is 3 bolts. Sorry, the camera is really bad. You can see the hole there. There's 3 bolts here holding the bar on. That's how you remove the bar after you got everything else off. So if you want to take those 2 pieces out, by all means, pull off your whole entire rear bar. Let's go have a look. This is why you have to take the entire rear bar off. For that 110mm mother, yeah. I got so many words to call that right now. I'm just not going to do it, but that's why you have to take it off. I tried, like I got this one here. I got a 10mm spanner on it, and I got it turning, and you know what it did? It just kept spinning and spinning and spinning, almost like it's threaded. It doesn't even want to come out. So in the end, it doesn't even help if you can get this one either way, because if it doesn't want to come out, it's still stuck in there. So you know what? It's easier to take off the rear bar. The only other thing when you're removing the rear bar is you have to disconnect the main loom. That basically allows everything else to come with it. So there's not much of a DIY to this one, because literally if you're taking off the rear bar, it's pretty simple. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 bolts on either side, and basically it only clips in at the top. So if you're having trouble and you're like, oh, why doesn't this thing come out? Because this locates up the top and it clips in. That's it. There's nothing else holding that rear bar besides obviously the fender liners, which connect here and here, and then basically the under tray, which connects the rest of it. But you would have had to take that all off already to do that. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I'll show you guys what I'm taking off and how I'm going with the rest of it, but that's a bit of an update. But it's all back together now. It's all back together. Whole lot's back together. Wheel arches are in. Suspension. Everything's back together. Oh, sorry I didn't show you the whole how-to. I'm just keen to get these things back together. I think they're a bit big for a how-to, to be brutally honest, only for the fact that it is a massive, major job. And if you're willing to attack it and you've got the knowledge, you don't really need a how-to. I mean, I didn't look at anything. I just started pulling it apart myself, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You can see what's bolted to what. So regardless of that, we're just going to have to wait till everything's all back together, and I'll give you a final reveal. Thanks for watching, guys.